Welcome to this podcast with Filippo MUNNA of Hexagon Agility, gold sponsor of Bio360 2025. Filippo will be presenting Hexagon Agility's mobile pipeline business in the Bio360 conferences at 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday, 5th of February in the Biomass conference room, and we are able to bring you this preview of the what, whys and wherefores of Hexagon Agility's mobile pipeline. But before we dive in, Filippo, can you provide us with a brief introduction to Hexagon Agility and where you've come from, please?
Thank you, Paul. Hexagon Agility is part of Hexagon Composite. We are a Norwegian company, and we are the largest manufacturer of composite material high-pressure cylinders and systems. Our technology heritage is in the aerospace industry. We have been making high-pressure cylinders in composite material for the NASA, the Pentagon since the 60s. Just to give an example, all the composite material pressure cylinders on the space shuttle used to be made by Lincoln Composites, today Hexagon Lincoln. Today, our technology is applied to the gas industry. We work in several industry fields, such as automotive, heavy-duty, marine, railway, etc. But today we are going to talk about gas distribution, what goes under the brand of mobile pipeline.
You are the sales director for the mobile pipeline. When we think of mobile pipelines, the word itself, it's interesting because a pipeline is normally not mobile, but you have a mobile pipeline. So maybe you can just give us an intro into what is it you mean and what is the concept behind the mobile pipeline?
Sure. So the lightweight of composite material allows to transport 2 to 3 times the amount of gas that you would transport with traditional steel technology. And that makes our solution very suitable to transport gas in areas that are not served by the grid, precisely because we have high capacity. It goes together with the fact that our solutions are quick to be deployed, whereas laying a pipeline would take not only would be expensive, but would also take a long time.
So, just so that what that means then is that the pipeline is a composite bottle or canister, and the mobile is that it's on a vehicle that is transported from one place to another. That mobile pipeline, is that what we're talking about?
Absolutely. It is what is also called a virtual pipeline. That our brand name is mobile pipeline. The gas can be compressed in our cylinders that are extremely light. They are 80% lighter than the traditional steel cylinders. Therefore, when you move gas with our solutions, you transport gas, not steel, because at the given maximum weight allowed on road, you can maximize the amount of gas that can be loaded on the container. And now going with the comparison with the traditional pipeline, I can say since we have high capacity, our solutions make a lot of sense also versus traditional pipeline solution, because laying a pipeline is not only more expensive, but requires also quite long lead time generally. We are able to deploy our solution normally. We are able to deploy our solutions within 6 to 9 months from the moment the customer makes a purchase decision.
Okay, so that's quite an accelerated lead time compared to a fixed pipeline, obviously, which can take quite a few years.
Absolutely. And now when we look at what Europe is doing, Europe is boosting the production of biomethane for several reasons. Energy security, green transition, helping the agriculture sector, then we can really help to boost the production of biomethane, because when we go with for example, the report of the International Energy Agency, we see that 50% of biomethane feedstock is in the agriculture sector. It's either agriculture feedstock or animal manure. Now, this is often located away from the grid. And now, how do you capture this stranded gas that is also carbon negative? It's what we call the magic fuel. It's the best fuel available today. We think that we have a very good value proposition for that.
You see yourself as an important cog in this transition from fossil gas to green gas to renewable biomethane. One of the key points is to be able to get the produced biomethane into the network, and the mobile pipeline that you offer is, as you see it, a key step in achieving that.
Absolutely.
I get it. And looking now, say 5-10 years ahead, how do you see this panning out, and how do you see? Are there parts of Europe where you feel you'll be playing a significant role, or do you think it's all across Europe? Where do you see 5-10 years now, but mobile pipelines being?
Well, when I look at the figure, today the potential for biomethane is approximately 127 billion cubic meters of biomethane per year. I go with the data from the International Energy Agency. The Repower EU program demands 35 billion of cubic meters per year by 2030. Today we are more or less at 5, plus around 17 billion of biogas that hopefully can be upgraded rather quickly. So where we see our product is, I think we see that it can be very well established across Europe. We see a potential for our solution in all the main countries of the European Union. So France, first of all, but also Spain, Italy, Germany. Yes.
Okay, so there's work to be done, Filippo.
Absolutely. We are already well established in Europe, but mostly today in the northern part of Europe, Ireland, UK, Scandinavia.
So when you come to Nantes, people can expect you hearing to talk about this in more detail, but also maybe some examples of the projects that you've worked on and how you've actually installed, or it's not quite the right word, but how you've deployed mobile pipelines today in Europe. We can get a feel for where you're at today already.
Absolutely. We have around 300 modules already operating in Europe. We have more than 2,000 modules operating globally. Our main market is North America, where biomethane again plays a very important role. So I will be able to provide a lot of different examples as a reference. Yes.
Super. Okay, Filippo, we'll sign off there. Thank you very much for giving us this little introduction and this teaser, and we'll look forward to hearing more and meeting you in Nantes. See you there.
Thank you, Paul. I look forward to meeting all of you.